The Liberals are proposing a reintegration program and support services for returning ISIS terrorists. The Public Safety Minister says the government has identified about 250 people with links to Canada who are suspected of overseas terrorist activities, or as he's called them, terrorist travelers. 2 years ago, CSIS identified it as a major, unparalleled threat to the West, and it was warned returnees could recruit or inspire individuals in Canada and could even be planning attacks here. Mr. Speaker, doesn't the minister think it's time for the Liberals to rethink this crazy reintegration plan?
Minister of Public Safety.
Mr. Speaker, the opposition has spent the last week deprecating Canadian security agencies on the front line, but the previous Conservative government left CSIS without clear legal protections under the Criminal Code. They put our security in a muddle with the Constitution. They provided no framework for dealing with data sets. They left Canada trailing behind on cyber safety. They did nothing on prevention, and they reduced the budget for our security agencies by more than $1 billion. There's no lessons to be learned from them.
Je rappelle à l'honorable député de Bellechasse-Lévis que chaque côté a son propre tour et il faut attendre jusqu'à là la parole de parler, ne pas interrompre. Je pense que c'est bien les règles, connaît bien les règles, surtout le règlement 16. Now remember for Barrie Innisfil.
You know what, Mr. Speaker? Nobody in the last election voted for a government to protect the rights of terrorists. These 60 people who left Canada to fight for us, to fight abroad against us, have returned home. The Prime Minister says the Liberals have ways, and I quote, of deprogramming people who want to harm our society. Well, Mr. Speaker, while our veterans wait for promised benefits, our deployed troops see their pays cut, and seniors struggle to make ends meet, why would the Liberals spend a single dime on terrorists?
Honourable Minister of Public Safety.
Mr. Speaker, the honourable gentleman is sound and fury, signifying nothing. The best experts do not agree with him. Phil Gursky, a former CSIS officer now in the private sector, said this: the previous government had an abysmal record when it came to countering violent extremism and early detection. The Conservative government didn't care. And Dr. Lauren Dawson of the University of Waterloo said this: the previous Conservative government had no interest in following up on this, so Canada is late. We're getting into the game 5 years late. That's the Conservative record. It's a mess.